Hi, I'm here with Peter Hirst from New England Biochar. Peter, why don't you tell me a little bit about your company?
My company started about a year ago when I was actually in the blacksmithing business and looking for charcoal to run my forge in the traditional manner. And I met Bob Wells, who is now my business partner, who was farming and making charcoal to use as biochar. And when he told me what he was doing with it, that is putting it in the ground, I said, "You're doing what with it?" So I got quite an education about biochar, and I have switched over from blacksmithing to making biochar with Bob Wells and building biochar production units and finished biochar products. And that's what we do.
Oh, that's great. Now, you're the president of the Northeast Biochar Association.
I'm also president of the Northeast Biochar Association, which is a newly incorporated membership organization whose mission is to advance the ethical use and creation of biochar.
And why the ethical use? Why is that in there?
It's very important for several reasons. Biochar can be made out of just about any organic material, and we want to make sure that it's made out of materials that would otherwise be waste products. Because since there is a combustion process involved in making biochar, we want to make sure that we are taking carbon out of the carbon cycle and not adding carbon back into the carbon cycle. So as a feedstock, we use material that would have gone to waste, would have rotted, would have composted, and turned to CO2 and methane. Rather than doing that, we turn it into biocarbon and put it in the ground. That's just one of the very important ethical considerations in making biocarbon or biochar.
And so who do you think is going to be using like in the next few years? I mean, obviously it's a huge topic and you just see it everywhere, and I think we're in the process of, as consumers, just getting educated about it, right?
Yeah, I think we are, and I think the people who are really going to latch on to this are serious gardeners and small farmers. As Dr. Hugh McLaughlin says, this technology doesn't scale up very well, but it scales down very well. So we're not looking at mass-produced, highly centralized production facilities. What we're looking at is integrated systems in small farms and local communities which use local natural resources to improve their agricultural and natural resources on a family, small farm, and community scale.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, because I'm certainly one of those people trying to understand better about biochar, and these issues have come up and I just don't know enough about it, so that's wonderful. So if people are like me and they do want more information, where do you think right now is sort of their best place to get information on the web?
The Northeast Biochar Association, which is based in New England, and we're specifically keyed to educational programs, testing programs, and production programs in the Northeast for good local community-based information. For worldwide information, the real authority on the subject is the International Biochar Association, which is at biocharinternational.org.
Okay.
The Northeast Biochar Association is now at biocharne.org.
Okay, super. Well, thanks so much for talking to me, and thanks for supporting ELA. We always appreciate that.
Well, thank you to ELA for supporting biochar.
Okay, thanks.